guys, it's just Tracy Newman here from the Navigator's Tarot. Here to do a few readings for you for the week. Check out the energies for the week. We'll start off with a general energy report and see exactly what we're doing for the week. I'm already dropping my cards. Got dropsies. Okay. It's quite a misty morning this morning. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tracy Newman and I'm from the Navigator's Tarot, which you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as the Navigator's Tarot, and you can also find me on YouTube as Sleepy Wisdom. And if you would like a personal reading from me, you can actually find me at my website, which is sleepywisdom.com. Okay. But I'll leave all that in the description box below if you need to know anything. And also if you're on Instagram, you can find it in the bio. Okay. So the general energies for this week. Interesting. If you hear the patter of little feet, it is my kitten running around. Interesting. Oh, I'm hearing the storm is upon us. Certainly is. Wow. Things are really starting to move forward. But for some it may look like their whole world is about to fall, because it actually most definitely is. There seems to be, so I'm getting that there may actually be some weather interruptions and maybe some really big storms as far as weather goes. Cyclones, tornadoes, not tornadoes so much, it's more cyclones I'm hearing. Some really big ones, I feel like. So if you're in the Pacific Islands or anything like that at all, I feel like they may be affected in some way. So there seems to be a lot of weather anomalies that will start to occur. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Four of Swords. So this is a time for a lot of people to go into contemplation and rest. It's sort of like while the storms are raging outside, it's a really good time for people to go within and rest and find where they can create as much peace as possible on an inner level. As within, so without. So it could actually also mean that the energies are going to begin to purge out a lot of old energies that no longer need to be, that no longer serve us anymore. So they will actually start to be removed. We are moving into a time of greater communication with ourselves from within, and a greater sense of peace will occur after the purging happens. Queen of Wands, very charismatic, beautiful woman in the shape of the Queen of Wands. It's also about, so there's a lot of wand energy in this reading. And the Four of Wands, which of course, once again, is celebration, union, marriage. So there could be quite a few weddings that are going on at the moment, but also coming into union with a divine counterpart or a soulmate of some description. There's also the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. So it would seem at the moment that the energies are such. So a lot of the divine masculines are moving into the Emperor energies, but this also actually means too, with the Emperor, that there's an authority that is now coming through. But what it is a more balanced view of who you are as an individual within this earth plane. And you are your own authority. And I think what we're beginning to see right now in the world around us is a lot of the old regimes beginning to fall. And as that occurs, as within, so without, you're going to actually understand that what you're going through within is just a purging of old programs and release of old energies that it no longer serve. And so also too, going within and becoming your own authority on this earth plane, because you can no longer trust the authority that on an outer plane. You can no longer trust your governments. You can no longer trust the banks. You can no longer trust anybody that that comes across as an authority in your life. The only authority that is that has any kind of credence at all is the authority that you give yourself from those emperor energies that come from within. And that is what these cards are saying, that we are going to start to move out of the old regimes. We're going to go within, find a new sense of self, a new way of being, a new way of looking at things. And as we release these old programs and old energies that no longer fit with our new world and new world structure, and also our new way of thinking and being, and that connection with self, of course, and the communication with self is very, very important at this time as you become your own authority in this world. Because right now you cannot trust any outer source at all. And I think at the moment everyone is beginning to see that. Yep. Four of Cups, which of course is about sometimes it can mean actually not seeing a gift and just, you know, if a gift is being offered and just ignoring it. But I think in this case, it's like those cups here all have a skull on them. And what I'm getting from that is it's sort of like if something in your outer world by an authority that has, you know, professed itself to be an authority in the outer world, and if it comes across as a gift to you in some way, shape or form, be very careful, because it may actually be a chalice that is laced with poison. Always, always go within to find the absolute truth of who you really are and how the truth of who you really are resonates in the world around you and also too within. You are your own gift, your own authority and your own gift to yourself and to the world. There is nothing on an outer scale that could ever, ever match the gift of who you are as an individual and as a human being on this planet Earth. And that is a really, really big message that I've been getting lately. The Seven of Swords, of course, as I said, with the gift that appears to look fantastic on an outer level by an authority, could quite well be deception. So, you know, that's what I'm actually getting, that a lot of what we're seeing in the outer world now is deception. But what's actually happening is that once upon a time we went with the deception and we believed it wholeheartedly, whereas now, as we become our own authority and as we resonate and ask the truth of who we really are and what resonates with us from within, we are now beginning to see that a lot of what we have trusted in our outer world is has been based on a lie, has been based on fraud and falsities. So, you know, right now, the only authority you have is your heart center and your intuition and your connection to the God source and all that is. And when I say God, I do not mean the God that everybody projects as some being on a that lies without and on an outer scale. The God source that I'm talking about is the energetic source of all that is, that lives in every single cell within our body and beyond. It is the source of all that is. And I have a lot of problems. A lot of people have a problem with the word God as such, and because of the connotations that go with it. However, because we have been taught by outer sources of authority in the view, like governments, religions, all of that sort of thing, and they have basically forced a particular type of God on us, something that we now no longer trust, because it has been a God of that lives without, and also too is judgmental and not a very loving God, and is a very fearful type of God. That is not the God that I'm talking about. I am talking about the source that lies within, that source energy that lies within every single cell within our body and is connected to all that is. And in actuality, there is only one: love, non-judgment. And that is where we are now heading into, because we're remembering the truth of who we really are. And that is that beautiful God source energy. Okay, so yes, so I think even though things are not looking fantastic on the financial front, I'm getting the 9 of Pentacles here and a 6 of Pentacles. So this is actually telling me that, you know, at this point in time, it's a good idea probably to become very independent as far as your finances go. And I keep picking up that there is going to be a new financial system. So, you know, this quantum financial system that I've read about that may actually, you know, come about. The old financial system must fall, though, until this one is brought through properly. The old system will fall. So there may actually be a collapse of the banks that begin to occur, that we have actually seen. This is all part of the fall of the old regime. The old regime, of course, is the old world structure that is now leaving us all. So it's a good idea right now to plan out exactly what it is. Because we're going through a massive stage of transformation on every level. How we live in our physical world also is very important, and to be as stable as we possibly can in these changing times. So whatever form that comes in, whether it is financially, becoming more financially independent, or whether it is becoming more connected to the God source, or whether it is more, and the only way to do that, of course, is to go within, but also to spend time in nature, to connect with our with nature, and to connect with all that is, not through the material realm, to remove ourselves from that, and actually that 3D matrix world, and move into something that is connected more to the God source, which of course is going out in nature, going within, connecting to your heart center, listening to the birds, observing the colors and the vibrancy of the colors in the flowers all around you. All of that sort of stuff. Be very, very mindful with your breath at all times as you begin to observe and to watch and to see the natural world as it really is, and not this fake ideal, you know, potentially fatally driven death culture that we've actually been a part of for so long now, and that now we are moving out of. Which is also linked and tied in very, very closely to that material 3D matrix world. Okay, so that's all I have for the general energies at the moment. The general energies are: go within, connect to your natural world, more so as the world begins to crumble. It is important that our outer world begins to crumble and our inner world begins to crumble, that we become very, very centered, concentrate on the breath, connect to your natural world, connect to the God source within. And as the old world crumbles and falls, then you will stand in a better sense of steadfastness in a way, and unshaken steadfastness that is based in peace, love, and absolute fortitude. It's what is needed right now. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I'll go roundabout. But anyway, we shall see you next week. Bye for now. And if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And yes, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.